Okay, so we have a bit of a dilemma today. Last week when I was feeling super duper productive, I reached out to one of my committee members and I told them that I would have a postdoc application ready for them today to review. It's been over a week and I haven't even started it. So today we are going to try to finish an entire postdoc application so I can send it off by the end of day so my committee member will think I'm just as productive as I say I am, but also so they can get my letters of rec ready. Hopefully we get this all done today. Okay, so the reason that this is so important is because all of these postdocs are actually due November 1st. So like right around the corner. And again, I probably talked about this in a past vlog, but having to prepare job stuff or like post-grad stuff a year before graduating really does feel very weird because you, in theory, haven't finished what you're supposed to be done with, but you're supposed to talk about it like you're done. So there's just a lot of discomfort that I feel, or maybe some like concern that I have that what I'm saying makes sense. And that's why I'm sending it to so many people before submitting it, why I'm meeting with the Graduate Writing Center. I do have a writing group that I actually haven't seen in a while because of my leg injury, but I will reach out to them very, very soon. Why I'm sending it to my committee members, it's because I'm trying to get as much feedback from people who know the process, been a part of the process, or at the very least know how good applications are written to help me construct something where it sounds like I know what I'm talking about, even if I might not. So the way I usually start this process is I just go into the application and copy and paste what they're asking for. So because I'm working on my project proposal, these are the instructions that they're asking for. And then usually what I do from here is I just kind of try to organize my paper to make sure I include all of these things. And because this is rather short, it's only like 6 pages, I'm going to figure out how to put headings in there. So each bullet point is basically a heading that is relevant to what they're asking for. Something that I talk a lot about within writing grants, I think in this video where I talk about writing grants, a big part of where you're applying to is knowing who are your reviewers or what they're looking for. And so this postdoc or the postdoc experience is very similar because they're like fellowships, or they are fellowships. So at first I was feeling a little stuck on how to start this because this is a separate project than what my dissertation is. So it kind of feels like you're starting from scratch. But something that I remembered is that this organization really cares about people and identity and like self and all of these things, which is like my bread and butter. So I've again sectioned off my postdoc application to have their own sections, which is like project overview, significance, need of facilities, or like why you need to go to this place, and then a timeline and obviously a conclusion. But in the introduction, I thought, especially since it's 6 pages, I can spend some time talking a little bit about like, what are the stakes to me? Why am I invested in this project? So while I think a lot of people may start off with saying why this project is important, because I know this organization cares about feelings and humanness, you know, I'm trying to also present myself as an ambassador, like for the organization already. So I'm starting off the beginning of the paper saying we have similar ideals or expectations, or we see the world similarly, and this is how I see it, and this is how the research connects to that. And then from there, I can go into the project overview and the significance and all that jazz. So I think it's really important, even if you're applying to postdocs or grants, to just make sure you know who you are applying to. If you are applying to somebody who doesn't care about people, that just wants you to get straight to the facts, then you need to get to the facts and make sure all those facts are very detailed and specific. But if you're applying to a more humanistic type of organization, then make sure your application is very humanistic. That can also help you know how to start. And another thing that I do for inspiration when I'm feeling stuck is I look at past applications. I look at other organizations that are similar and see how I started it then. And that, again, helps me just have some creative juice or some mojo to really feel empowered to start my application. So I'm about a paragraph in and I'm gonna keep going, but so far feeling okay. As I lived in a grown-up community for my entire education, the research at UPenn was important in building my self-confidence, but I quickly came to learn that seeing oneself did not absolve the need to be seen. My PhD studies. This research at UPenn was important in building my self-confidence, but it quickly came to learn that seeing oneself did not absolve the need to be seen. This realization led to my PhD research at the University of California, Los Angeles. I conducted 8 months of research abroad, examining 2 case studies of museological institutions, the Museu do Brasil in São Paulo, Brazil, and the Museu das Culturas Japonesas in Guerrero. Okay, so I've been writing for about an hour and I actually feel like I have a pretty okay start to it. I wrote my introduction and I have 4 sentences in my project overview. I think I'm going to take a little break, do some of my leg exercises because, again, as we all know, I tore my patella tendon earlier a little while ago, and then come back to writing so I can get this all done and shipped out to my committee member by the end of the day. Okay, so I'm done with my break. I did my leg workouts. I watched a little bit of YouTube. And now I'm gonna keep on working. I realized that I have a good start, right? I said that before the break. But now I'm going to try to figure out, I guess what I have right now is what I want to do. And now I need to explain how I'm going to do it. So that would include my methods, my methodology, and then also a timeline. So that's exactly what I'm going to be working on right now. Saying sentiment affirms the person's look. I argue that Gleansworth is a visual representation of the Black American saying, "I see you." In this theorization, I will demonstrate that these images through an Afro-diasporic gaze are not only depicting the value and the beauty of Black people courses, but also affirming okay, it's almost 8:30. I am done with the project overview, I'm done with the significance, and I'm done with the introduction. So now all I need to do is the timeline and the need of facility, or explaining why this institution. However, I bet you've noticed I haven't eaten. So we just ordered something delicious on this app. It is on the way. So I'm going to get ready to eat, get some brain food, and then I'll come back to finish this up, hopefully in the next hour or two. You get the brush. Okay, finished eating, headed back to my computer. It's super duper late because not only did I eat, but I sat and chilled and talked and laughed and stuff with Eric. So now I really need to hunker down and finish this up. But luckily, I think I'm getting to the easier part of the whole application, hopefully. Okay, the time is 10:42 and I think I did it. So as we see, I have my introduction, my project overview, my need of facility and timelines, and my significance. I kind of rearranged things so it flowed a little bit better. And all of that comes up to 1,316 words, or 4 pages completely. So yeah, this is just the first draft, but I'm happy that I was able to, in one day, finish an entire application. So I'm going to check over this, use my Grammarly to make sure that I don't have any mistakes in it, and then send it off to my committee member just in the nick of time. So if you have any questions about postdocs, about writing applications, or anything like that, please leave them in the comments below. That helps me make better videos, but also I respond to every single comment. So as long as you're commenting, I'm responding. If you enjoyed this video, please hit a thumbs up so I know that, you find value in them. And I really hope to see you next week. Thank you so much for watching and joining me in this busy day of writing.
This realization led to my PhD research at the University of California, Los Angeles, UCLA.